Welcome to the order management process on VMS for Ajio Marketplace. Enter with your login credentials. Click on Sign In. This is the order management page. All orders received will be listed here under the Open or Pick tab. You can display the orders by order date. You click on this and click on a date. All orders received on that date will be displayed here. If you click on process by date and if you select any date, all the orders to be processed by this date will be shown here. As you don't have any, you don't see it. You can filter it using the filter options. You have multiple options. You can choose whichever option you want. Click on open to select all the open orders. Or you can, if you want to process a particular order ID, you can enter the order ID in this search option and you can search that order ID. On this side, you can see two tabs. One is the action tab, which is disabled as none of the orders are selected. And this is the generate sales order tab. If you click on this tab, you can create a sales order for yourself. As you scroll down, you can see that there are 9 number of pages. And per page there are 10 rows. If you want all the orders on one page, you can choose from here. Let me choose 100. So now all the orders are on one page. Yes. Now let's select two orders or multiple orders to process in one shipment. You can choose multiple orders to process in the same shipment. Let's choose this order and this order. Now, as you've seen, when I tried clicking on this checkbox, an error was displayed. This error gets displayed that you can only select orders belonging to the same CDC. What does this mean is that in future when the CDC migration happens, different orders can be mapped to different CDCs, and when that happens, orders from different CDCs will not be processed in the same shipment. So you have to only select orders which have the same CDC mapped to them. Now, how to check which CDC is mapped to which order? Click on the order ID on the order page. You can see the details, order ID, order date, SLA, and here you see the CDC that is mapped to the order. Here the CDC is R050. Let's check if the CDC of the other order that I was trying to select, if it is same or different. If you click on the order ID, as you can see, as the error said, the CDC is mapped differently. The CDC here is V027. So you cannot process this order with the R050 order. Let's check if this order has the same CDC mapped to it. Yes, this is an R050 order. So you can select this order to process in the same shipment. As you can see, when I selected this, there is no error message. So I can process these two orders in the same shipment. Now let's see how to process these two selected orders. To process them, if as you can see, the Actions tab is enabled now. Click on the Actions tab. Here there is a drop down which has two options, which says Generate Pick List or Add to Shipment. Now if you want to create a pick list to pick the orders, you can click on this. This page opens wherein you have two options. Either you can generate a pick list by product or by order. When you select by order, you can see the order ID and the name of the product and description and other details of the products that need to be picked. If you choose by product, you don't see the order ID, you see a pick list from the product point of view. In both the cases, whichever pick list you want to choose, you can choose and you click on download to download the pick list. This is how the pick list will look. Now, next, once the pick list is generated and you've picked the products, the next thing that you can do is that you have to do is add to shipment. Click on this. This opens the shipment details page. Here you can see the shipment ID, the shipment created date, and the status of the shipment. This page has two sections. One is the order section and one is the shipment boxes section. Now, if you see, there are two options here. This is a new feature wherein the scan by option is there. The scan by option will move the order items directly to the boxes. So you can scan by seller SKU or EAN codes. Here, if you see, for scanning, there are two options. If you click on this button, there are two options by which you can scan. One is you can use your handheld scanner to scan the seller SKU or EAN codes from your products, or you can use the keyboard to enter the seller SKU or EAN code manually. Here we want to scan by seller SKU and we want to manually enter the SKU ID. Now, as you can see, nothing is entered here, so the proceed button is not enabled. If you enter the SKU, the proceed button gets enabled, and if you click on this, it moves the product directly to the box. So let's check with this SKU, which is MJEN 210607011. I am trying to add this seller SKU to the box. Now that I've entered this, I can click on proceed. Okay. Now this error has come because there is no box open here. That means to add products to your box, you need to have a box here. Click on add new box to add a box. When you click here, a new box has been added. The status is open and under the actions there is delete or close. Now let's proceed with this. As you can see, when you've clicked on proceed, a successful add back to successful has come, this message, and as you can see, one content has been added to the box ID. This also, if you can see here under this SKU, you can see that the quantity from open has moved to processed. As for this, the quantity is open is 1, processed is 0. Here also open is 1, process is 0, for both total is 1. That means these need to be added to the boxes as of now. Yes. So, as you have seen, this is how you can do by manual entering of seller SKU or EAN codes. Now, if you want to add a new box, you have to first close this box. So when you click on close, the bag is successfully closed messages displayed here. Now let's proceed with the second order. In case you don't want to enter using scan by option, you can click on move to box to move items from open status to boxes. Now as you can see, the status here is closed. That means there is no new box open. If you click on move to box, it will ask you to add a new box. Click on yes. It will open a box directly. Yes, it has opened a new box directly. As you can see, this is an open box. Now you can click on move to box and choose the quantity from the drop down of how many items you want to process. Here there is only one open, so we'll choose one and we'll click on add. As we add, this is the item added to product successfully message displayed here. Again, if you want, you can close the box, or if you want, you can so again the bag has been successfully closed, message is displayed. And here both the items have been added to the boxes. Now once the order has been processed, you can click on generate invoice to generate the invoice. Once you do that, a pending invoice generation message is displayed here. Next, when this pending invoice generation happens, the shipment moves to the pack tab, wherein the shipment number created on ship by date, status, etc. is shown here. Let's open our shipment number. This is the shipment that we've created now. Here it is in the pending invoice generation state. If you click on these three dots under the actions tab, you will see view packing slip option. If you click on this, the packing slip that needs to be attached with the box can be seen here. Yes, you can click on download to download the packing slip. If you click on the shipment number, it opens the shipment tab, shipment details page, and here if you see under the actions tab, you can see print label option. The print label option is nothing but the box label. So this is what the box label will look like. You can click on download to download the box label. As you can see, each box has its own print label. That means each box will have its own box label. Also, as you see on the pack tab, you can again filter the shipments based on open, pending or invoice generated status, or you can search by order ID. Let's filter using invoice generated option to see the shipments that have invoice generated. Now this shipment have invoice generated. So let's see what is there under the actions tab. Under the actions tab, when you click on these three dots, you can see three options: view PO, view packing slip, and accept invoice. If you click on view PO, you get the purchase order. This is how the purchase order looks. If you click on download, you can download the purchase order. This is what the purchase order will look like. Yes. Next, you have seen the packing slip, how it looks. Next, you can click on accept invoice. So by accepting the invoice, you approve the invoice and then we can move the shipment to the next level. When you click on accept invoice, this is the page that you can see. Here is the invoice number mentioned. Here is the update invoice. That means if you want to update the invoice number, you can change the invoice number and then you can click on update invoice. Here if you see, there is a box which says by clicking this you are accepting this invoice and the shipment will be marked as ready to ship. Now only if you select this box, this accept button will be enabled. If you see, if I don't select this box, the accept button is disabled. Only when I click on this, the accept button is enabled, and also when I click on the button and click on accept, the status of the invoice and the status of the shipment is marked to ready to ship. In case I want to change the invoice number, now as you see I have changed the invoice number. So if you see, this box is also now disabled. This is because if I change the invoice number, you need to click on update invoice so that if you can see, the invoice number here is still RIL 67. So if I want to update the invoice number, I can write the new invoice number and click on update invoice. As soon as I click on update invoice, the new invoice number is visible here, and now again you can click on by here and the accept button will be enabled and you can click on accept to accept the invoice. Now your status is your invoice has been successfully accepted. Yes, once that is done, you can go to the ship tab, where you can see that the shipments have been marked to ready to ship. Let's see the created date. Okay, so here if you see, for the status for ready to ship, under the actions tab, you can see three options now: view PO, view packing slip and view invoice, right? So if you click on any of the shipment, that shipment will be added to manifest. Now if you can see here, the add to manifest tab is disabled because none of the shipment is selected here. Let's select this shipment to add to the manifest. Now please remember, you can add multiple shipments to a single manifest. So as you can see, I have selected 3 shipments to be added to a single manifest. Here, when you have selected these 3 shipments, click on add to manifest to add these shipments to a manifest. This brings us to the manifest detail page. Here if you can see, we have added 3 shipments in this particular manifest. The manifest created dates are mentioned, the status is mentioned and the action is mentioned. So in case if you want to delete any of the shipment from this, you can click on the actions tab. So for example, if I want to remove this shipment, I'll click on delete and the shipment will be deleted from this manifest. So once you have verified that what shipments you want to add to this manifest, click on close manifest. Once you click on close manifest, the status changes to closed. Yes, you can close this detail page, and if you see, the manifest goes to the manifest tab. Here again in the filter you can see so many filters. Choose the filter that you want. So for example, if you want to see all the closed manifest, click on closed. So for the closed manifest, if you see, the option to download the manifest is here, and the option to view the manifest is here. If you click on view, you can view this page. If you want to download the manifest, click on download to download the manifest. This is how the manifest will look. This is the manifest page. Take a print, 2 copies, and you can share the manifest with the carrier partner as well. Once all the shipments are completed, the shipments will be visible under the completed tab. This brings us to the end of the order management process on VMS. The two major changes in the order management process on VMS are: you can now scan or manually enter the seller SKU or EAN codes to move articles at the box stage. While closing the manifest, you do not have to enter the serial numbers anymore. Until next update, you have to manually process the e-way bill for all the shipments from the government side with total value greater than or equal to rupees 50,000. It is advised that the process on the system should be done simultaneously with the physical packing process for omitting any errors for the order management process.